Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Got that hair out. I don't even know if I want to put a beanie on or something. Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video from yours truly, Gally. This is the Gally Law Show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today, what we got going on today, man? Basically, the holidays are here. They're not around the corner. They're, well, Christmas and stuff is right around the corner, but you know, Black Friday and all that just passed, man. I really wanted to make this video before Black Friday because it has to do with the deals and what stores I be hitting and what websites I be using to get those deals and what to really like look out for in these festive times, because a lot of designer clothing is going to be on sale for the most part. So yeah, cool little video, nothing too crazy. I'm basically just gonna go over 10 websites that I use, 10 stores that I use to, you know, get cheap designer clothes or just cheap clothes that generally retail for large amounts of money. But before we go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of the video, if you guys don't mind, go ahead and hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing, hitting the noti bell, because that gets the algorithms booming. Also, if you guys want to hit me on the socials, follow me on the socials, I'm gonna leave everything in the description below. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the actual video. Okay, for starters, these are just, you know, some websites that I use, you know, just on the regular. Most of you guys probably already know about these websites, but you know, some of you guys might not. So the whole intention of this video is just to kind of, you know, just broaden your horizons if they're not already broadened enough. So for starters, I want to go ahead and start with minimal. Yes, I know minimal is minimal, you know, but it does offer various amounts of clothing, from sweatpants to hoodies to, you know, jeans, denim, wide denim, track suits, accessories, you know, you name it. They got a plethora of things. They've always been consistent in drops. Yes, they do mimic a lot of, you know, hyped up brands that are trending, but aside from that, I feel like Minimal does offer good quality on clothing, you know, especially on their hoodies and their sweatpants. I can attest to that because I own a couple myself. And if you really just want the minimalistic type stuff and don't want to go, you know, to your H&M or Zara, I feel like Minimal is definitely a great option for that. And you're able to get a lot of good quality clothing for the most part for the low, in my opinion. So yeah, Minimal, if you really want to stack up on, you know, some good affordable clothing pieces, I feel like Minimal is definitely the way to go. Go ahead and moving on to the second place. The second place I like to, you know, sometimes, you know, look around and whatnot, is ASOS. ASOS is actually one of the first websites that I use to actually like get into, you know, streetwear. Now I wouldn't say put me on to streetwear clothing, but put me on to graphic tees and, you know, that whole style back in like 2018, 2019, when that shit was really popping to the max. So yeah, regardless of that, ASOS definitely has some dope low-key pieces. If you really search, you like really gotta search deep in ASOS to really get a few like some grails, like some good items, and ASOS definitely has those. They definitely offer, again, like minimal, not, you know, their own clothing, but different brands, and they offer a lot of different deals that helps you out a lot. I feel like ASOS, you could definitely bulk up in a lot of different clothing pieces, especially for the winter season, which is great for layering. So ASOS definitely offers a lot of different, you know, thrown together brands and dope pieces if you really look deep enough. And I feel like you definitely find some cool garments and pieces in ASOS that contribute a lot into your wardrobe. So yeah, that's ASOS. And again, the sales on ASOS go absolutely bonkers. So I feel like ASOS is a good shout, and that's why I put it in my top 10. And this is no particular order. This is just like no particular order, top 10. I also have a few in here that I don't quite use, but I know a lot of people use. So that's why I put them in the top 10, because I know they're up there too. So speaking of which, BooHooMan, I've only copped a couple of like gym shorts from there. Again, BooHooMan is sort of like ASOS, but I feel like ASOS is like the bigger brother in a way that BooHooMan has a lot more low-key brands and just random brands in general to the extreme times 10. If you really just want to see some like regular schmegular stuff, like a regular graphic tee or some regular sweatpants or a regular like beanie, by regular I mean just a standard graphic tee or you know, just standard gray sweatpants. Yeah, I'm not really too familiar with BooHooMan. Like I said, I've only copped a couple of things, but if you just want something light for the gym or something light as a gift, I feel like BooHooMan is definitely a great place to go, and you are definitely not gonna break the bank in BooHooMan whatsoever. And they have a ton of options, so that's why I put BooHooMan here. Not just because, you know, I know a lot of people use it, but they do have some perks on there as well. So yeah, that's BooHooMan. Let's go ahead and talk about the next website. And the next website that I use a lot is SSENSE. And SSENSE, I'm sure most of you guys are already hip to it, but to further, you know, just let you guys know, if you guys don't know, SSENSE does offer I say like a great sale during the holidays. I know Black Friday just happened, so the Black Friday sale might have already passed, but I know they do one for the end of the year and for Christmas. So last year I remember they did a 70% off one. I remember I got some designer type hoodie. I don't know if it was a Earl hoodie or some boots. I know I got a pair of boots from this website and a pair of boots and the Earl hoodie from somewhere else, and I got like a chain. I don't know from where. I think I got a Mason Margiela one, but the point is, SSENSE got some sales, and SSENSE doesn't deal with no like regular brands. SSENSE for the most part is more designer than anything. I'll say probably 90% designer. So if you really were looking for that designer piece all year and you just so happen to still want it, and remember, go ahead and check SSENSE, man. They probably got it in stock. For the most part, I feel like SSENSE is that website, man, especially in the holidays. Even if it's not necessarily a winter piece, I feel like you should definitely invest in some summer pieces, just because at the end of the day, it is designer pieces, and it's really hard to come by these type of low prices and sales all around the year. So if you really want to grab something that's designer, I feel like SSENSE is the way to go. Another website that is also the way to go is FARFETCH. FARFETCH is, I believe, the website that I got the Earl hoodie from, and I got the boots from SSENSE. But FARFETCH is another big designer mainly oriented website. It basically just puts all types of designers, clothing and pieces and garments and collections into one website and just filters it for your pleasing. And if they have the piece, then they do, or you know, just if one doesn't have it, then maybe the other one does. So yeah, FARFETCH is just another version of SSENSE. In my opinion, which one is better, I really don't know. I use both of them equally. Again, everything I said for SSENSE really just applies to FARFETCH the same way. Definitely feel like FARFETCH and SSENSE are staples in these holiday seasons to check out. Even if you really aren't too interested, you might just go ahead and look around, and you know, something might catch your eye, especially if you want to get some gifts. If you don't really know what to get your significant other, one of your family members, or even yourself, go ahead and go into SSENSE or FARFETCH and, you know, find yourself something nice. You know, you never know, you might find what you were looking for. So yeah, that kind of go ahead and does it for both of those. Those kind of go in sync with one another. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The next website is, of course, Jada London. The reason I feel like Jada London should sponsor me, bro, the way I talk about Jada London. But the reason I always talk about Jada London is because they have so many different collections consistently, and the sales that they come up with are valid, just like any of the other websites that I just mentioned earlier before this. Jada London is always there because they're quality, and I could back it up myself because I've purchased a lot of clothing from Jada London. They have this one coat that I really want to get. The sale wasn't too crazy, it was like a 10%, but they have this one fur coat that's kind of cropped and puffer, but it has like the fur on the hoodie. Me personally didn't mind both colors, but I really wanted the brown one just because it's something different. I have a lot of black already, so brown is a little spunk of color to add to the wardrobe, so that's why I wanted that one. Point is that Jada London has a lot of different collections and a lot of different pieces all around the board. That's why I always put Jada London on there, is because they're very broad in their pickings. They have all sorts of different clothing pieces and accessories that you could choose from for not a crazy amount of money. On top of that, they have a lot of different sales and discount codes that you can apply, you know, when you're surfing through the website and whatnot. So Jada London is that one that I always put there for a reason, but they nice, man, trust. All right, and the next website is LYST. LYST, I'm not really too hip with LYST, but I know LYST is kind of like ASOS as well. ASOS, I feel like LYST is a little bit better just because the way they filter themselves and their whole website, their layout, and as well as I think they offer a little bit more designer than ASOS does, and it's not as hard to find that one cool piece as it is as ASOS. I feel like LYST, you could find a lot of more doper pieces compared to ASOS. So that's why I put LYST on the top 10 list, because you know, it's another option to have, and they definitely have a great selection of pieces from all across the board. So it's always great to have different variations and different options when you're shopping for, you know, gifts, or you know, just sales and festives and the holidays in general, in my opinion. So yeah, that's LYST. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, so the next one is END, E-N-D, and I believe is another one based somewhere in England, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but END is fire, man. END, I will say they're kind of like that Essence and FARFETCH tier as far as their designers. They're more designer than, you know, regular streetwear brands or just brands, low-key brands or fast fashion brands in general. I feel like END definitely has some heavy hitters if you really want some. I remember not too long ago I copped a hat from, it was a palace hat. It had like a globe. It was pretty cool. Yeah, man, END is definitely a great option to have, and I feel like, and I could definitely back them up, because I've personally, I've not just copped that hat. I copped a few other things I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know the END is legit, and I can vouch that END has a great selection of pieces and is definitely worth the try, in my opinion. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the last two websites. One of them is COS, C-O-S. Now COS, I just got put on. Man, I just been seeing a lot of people talk about COS. I saw Kyron talk about these wide trousers. I've always been in look for some khaki trousers, and they had some in the women's section that actually they had my size. I went ahead and copped them for Black Friday. They were like 10% off or 20% off or something. They normally retail for like $150. I managed to get them for like $109, $100 plus tax. So boom, ended up getting those. Their whole style, in my opinion, is what I'm going for, so that's why it really caught my eye. They also, I've seen a lot of people talk about that one bag, the quilted bag. So they got the oversized bag, quilted bag, and they also got a mini quilted bag. That gave me an idea of what to give my sister-in-law. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my sister-in-law one of the oversized quilted bags. They do retail for about $135. I did find a store nearby the Galleria on my end. So she just had my niece. She's about to turn 1, so I feel like this bag is very convenient for her, just because she can store a lot of things and it's not too much of a, you know, hassle to, you know, bear in her shoulders, you know what I'm saying? And it looks aesthetically, you know, pleasing, you know, to the eye, and it just looks stylish. So I feel like it's the best of both worlds. It's a great gift, and yeah, you know, just seeing stuff like that inspired me to, you know, get gifts. And also for myself, they also offer a lot of wide silhouettes, a lot of wide pants in general. Also on the women's section, they also got a lot of different crew necks and sweaters that caught my attention. I also saw Kyron talk about it. That is worth a try. So obviously in the Black Friday, they had a special sales deal, so I feel like during Christmas they might have another sale. So yeah, waiting on that, but regardless, I'm still going to get some of these things for, you know, obviously gifts. I might get like a little mini bag for my sister, and like I said, the oversized one for my sister-in-law. So yeah, man, COS has definitely been on the radar in my eye. I've been keeping tabs of a lot of different things, man, and soon on the pickers video, I'm gonna feature some COS items. So yeah, that's COS, and let's go ahead and move on to the last website that I got for you guys. Okay, and for the last brand that I want to mention, the last little website I want to mention is AFB-AFB-AFB. AFB is their 3 AFBs is their website.com, but AFB in general is their brand name. But the reason I put this brand on the top 10, normally it's like big mainstream websites, but the reason I put this website is because they really have a lot of different clothing pieces that you can personalize and customize to your liking. You know, they don't just have the winter, fall seasons, they have the spring, summer season as well, and they offer a lot of sales, not only just in the holiday times, but all around across the board yearly. And I feel like they have, like I said, a lot of different options to choose when it comes to the pieces and garments that they drop, and for the most part they are definitely quality. So they don't just offer, you know, your clothing pieces, they got the accessories, the bags, the chains, the belts, the beanies, glasses, all around the board. And you know, it just, you know, provides a lot more options and a lot more, again, customization for your liking. It's just great to see different options and whatnot. So yeah, AFB I'll put up there. Yeah, obviously you can also check out, you know, Nordstrom, Saks. They also offer a lot of great deals, especially for those designer brands that, you know, everybody is always looking for. So for the most part, that's really all I got. Those are kind of the websites I use for the most part to, you know, just get inspiration for not only myself but for my family and gifts in general. So yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for the video. If you guys made it this far, please, you know, we almost close to 500 subs, man. Go ahead and hit that sub button for me, hit that like button. And lastly, I also, obviously it's December, so you know what that means, bro. I gotta go hard in the paint. I'm planning on doing a once a week drop, so dropping every Sunday or Monday. I might drop this on a Monday, just because I'm filming this on a Saturday. I do a live stream every Wednesday or so, just because, you know, I enjoy them. Nothing crazy gaming. Y'all know what to do, man. So yeah, that's the schedule. It is December. I gotta go hard in the paint, and this is not just in December, bro. I plan on doing this as a New Year resolution. I plan on changing, you know, just every week, just going crazy, and then after every week, it's gonna be every 2 weeks, every you know, 2 videos every week and whatnot. So I just plan on improving, but I've definitely got in a rhythm. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna go ahead and see you next week, regular schedule. So yeah, peace.